All right. If you are an estate agent and you want a consistent way to predictably generate leads, valuations, and instructions like clockwork in 2024, I'm just going to open up the hood today of what we're doing at Prop Media for the estate agents that we work with, how we're generating the more instructions, leaving no stone unturned, so that you can do something like this for your own estate agency and start generating more instructions, right? Now, if you've already tried online marketing, you run some ads, you've maybe done some social media, you've maybe done some banners on Rightmove, and they haven't worked, I'm going to explain exactly why that is in this video, because we've been doing this for 8 years now, worked with hundreds of estate agents, so we know a thing or two when it comes to marketing, right? So I'm actually going to, instead of just giving you a training, I'm going to show you what we did with an actual agent, right? So Zach, one of our agents, he made a 48.9x return within 3 weeks of launching the PropVal Valuation funnel. I'm going to break down exactly what that is in a minute. And he made 14 grand in just 3 weeks of going live. Now, if that sounds crazy to you, if that sounds just absolutely ridiculous, I fully understand. I don't expect you to believe it. So I'm actually going to show you a quick video of what he said.
We're going out to the instruction today that we got from the ad, so that'll be good. That's quite a nice big one as well.
Yeah.
60. So it's pretty good. It's like, so it's about 10 grand, I think. If we
See, before joining us and everything, I remember you did you think that you'd get this kind of like instruction like that fast with us, or do you think it was like, oh, am I risking it? Are these guys scamming us?
Obviously, I did see all the testimonials and you see people that are doing really well, but you never know what to expect until it sort of happens.
Okay, so I'm just showing you that just so you know this is real, and that's the actual house, the first one that he sold in Leicester when we went live. Okay, it's literally that house there. You can look it up on Rightmove. So hopefully we've got that out of the way. And just real quick as well, for anybody who's completely new to us, who are we as Prop Media? We're lead generation experts for estate agents. Our mission is to just make lead generation easy for estate agents. Been around since 2016, worked with hundreds of agents, spent millions on online advertising, generated tens of thousands of leads. Okay, cool. So let's get into why you actually clicked on this video. Let me show you how the system and funnel actually works, okay? I'm going to take you through it step by step. So we start with what we call celebrity-driven ads, right? At the top of the funnel. Now, there's different elements that go into this, but why do we call them celebrity-driven ads, and what the heck do we actually mean by that? So the problem with most online advertising, and why your online advertising probably hasn't worked or hasn't worked as successfully as you've wanted it to in the past, is because they look like every other ad, right? The vendor has no reason to trust you, or the landlord has no reason to say, well, why are you different from every other estate agency who's banging on our door, right? There's no differentiation. And so that's the first thing. That's why we use these, what we call celebrity-driven ads. And what do we mean by that? Really what we mean is leveraging video and your personal brand to actually put a face behind the name. Because gone are the days of homeowners just trusting the brand above the storefront. They don't really care about that anymore. People buy from people. Property is a people's business. I think we can agree on that, right? So that's the first part of it, right? We make you a local celebrity and essentially make you go viral in your specific hometown. This is exactly like what we did with Zach and how he was able to generate 14K worth of instructions within the first couple of weeks of going live, right? So that's step one. And how we do that is using online advertising. And what that actually looks like, is I'll give you a quick peek behind the ads manager, is we set up a campaign for you using Meta. And this is Zach's actual campaign. This is actually last 30 days. This is all live. I can refresh this so you can see that this is all real, refreshed. 166 leads we generated for him in the last 30 days for £2.73 per lead. Now, if you had 166 leads in the last 30 days come through to your estate agency, what could that do for you, right? Now, not just any leads. These are leads who have actually seen you. So now they know, like, and trust you. And that's essentially the first step, right? We then use our own software, PropVal, which we basically developed, which gets all of the information seamlessly from the homeowner. So name, email, phone number, property address, postcode, why they're interested, all that kind of stuff. So it automatically captures their details for them, right? That's essentially the second step. It's really, really important to have a good funnel, because if you don't have a good way to convert the leads, you end up just losing half the leads, right? at that point, what we do is we then go back around to them with what we call retargeting. You've probably heard of it before, right? It's where we can show up in multiple different locations, whether it's back again on social media, via content, via email, text message. We also use WhatsApp as well to make sure that we're just staying in front of the, homeowner's eyes 365 until they decide to use you. And this is also what builds a lot of trust over time when they start to see you again and again. Okay? Now, here's the special bit, okay? Once those leads come in, and maybe you've generated leads before and they were crap, right? Or maybe it wasn't that they were just crap, maybe they weren't nurtured properly. So what we do is we've built our own AI agent, which will actually nurture these leads for you. Now I'm going to see if I can go on Instagram here, because I just posted a story from one of our other agents. Let's see if it's still live. Keeping this raw today, guys. Okay, cool. So check on if we look on, okay, no, that's my cat, Fred. You can ignore him. He's beautiful, isn't he? Okay, so I'm seeing if I can pause this. All right, it's not pausing, but you can see here, I posted a screenshot of this agent where our AI just booked in a £1.3 million property valuation for him. And you can see here, this conversation that there's a screenshot of, it actually did the conversing for him. Now, why do we use AI? Why don't we just give you the lead as the agent and say, just go and work with it? Well, the thing is, if you've got 166 leads coming in a month, you're going to need an army to actually call all of those leads and take care of them, right? You haven't got the time in the day. If you've got valuations you need to be out on, you've got properties that need instructing, you've got, conveyances to push through, you simply do not have the time to be nurturing 166 blooming leads, right? But our AI does. And the beauty of the AI is that a lot of these leads online will come in early morning. They might come in at 9:30 p.m. at night when the vendor's kicking back, watching some Netflix. And that's oftentimes when these leads come in. Now, you can't call them at that time, but the AI can have a conversation with them over SMS or WhatsApp, which is when they're actually a lot more comfortable to talk. So the AI will actually do all of the heavy lifting in terms of setting that valuation up for you. So all you have to do from that point is, going down the funnel, give them a call, right? You give them a call to confirm it, and then you can either do the valuation in person or on video, right? Whatever you guys prefer. And that's essentially how the process works, right? It's pretty straightforward. From step one, we create you, a viral local celebrity presence in your area through these targeted videos. We then nurture them with lots of different types of content and marketing. We then have the AI, which does the heavy lifting. And before this, our clients were doing this themselves a few years ago. And this just saves you so much time and makes sure no leads slip through the net. And then all you have to do from your side, give them a call or turn up to the valuation, essentially. And it's pretty much as simple as that. And let me see if I can find on here another one of our clients, Josh. So this is one of our clients, Josh. He's been with us for over five years now. And he just had I don't know if it's on here, but he just had a lead recently where the AI booked it in. It was an older man. He was about 80 years old. Josh turned up the next day and told the guy. He told the homeowner that, by the way, it was AI that you were having a conversation with. And because of that, he actually wanted to then work with him, right? That was what actually won the deal, because he could see that he was doing something different. He could see his marketing was different. He could see how they were conversing was different, just different to every other agent, right? If there's anything I can say, it's different is better than better, right? I think the challenge I see with a lot of estate agents is that you try to just cut your fee, or you try to make your property photos a little bit better, or you try to make your social media a little bit better. But and you can see here as well, Josh is number one in his agent now, since in his area now in Scunthorpe, since the time we've been working with him, using this system. And why? Because he was different, not better. Because people will always buy new, they'll always buy different over just better, right? When you turn up to the valuation and they ask, why you over the other three agents I've already had round, that question doesn't get asked anymore, because you can demonstrate that you're doing something differently. And that's exactly how, agents like Zach, who have made literally almost a 50x return in a couple of weeks of going live, have been able to do this, and now gone on to generate hundreds of thousands more, of course. And you can see from here, there's a bunch of different agents that we've worked with. We've got a couple of them listed here. I'm not going to go into all of these right now, but if you are interested and you want to find out how this works, you can click the link in the description. You can book in a call with us, and we can basically just run you through exactly how the process would work and if it would work for your property business. So hope this one was helpful. Take care. Speak soon.